Hello everyone, welcome back to the Coin's Most Valuable channel. Today, I'm really excited to talk about a coin that might seem ordinary at first, but actually has some hidden stories behind it. We're diving into the 1992 P. Washington quarter. You might even have one sitting at the bottom of a drawer or stuck between your couch cushions. It's a pretty common coin, but when you take a closer look, there are some interesting things to know, and even reasons why some versions of this quarter can be worth a lot more than just 25 cents. First, let's set the stage a little. The Washington quarter has been part of American life since 1932. It was created to celebrate the 200th birthday of George Washington, and the design was done by John Flanagan. You've probably seen it a million times. Washington's profile facing left, the word liberty above him, and in God we trust, off to the side. It's simple, clean, and iconic. Over the decades, the mint made very few changes to this design. That means a 1992 quarter looks very similar to quarters from the 70s, 80s, and even earlier. Now, fast forward to 1992. This was a pretty regular year for quarters, and the Philadelphia Mint, where this quarter was made, produced about 384 million of them. That's a huge number, so most of these coins are not rare at all. If you find a 1992 P quarter in your change today, chances are it's only worth face value, a regular 25 cents. But here's where things get interesting. Not all 1992 P quarters are created equal. The first thing that can make a 1992 P quarter special is its condition. In coin collecting, condition is everything. Coins that haven't been used in everyday circulation, meaning they don't have scratches, wear, or other signs of damage, are called uncirculated coins. These coins can be worth a lot more than circulated ones. And when coins are sent to professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC, they are given a grade based on their condition. A 1992 P quarter that's graded MS 65, MS 66, or even MS 67 can be worth hundreds of dollars, depending on how perfect it looks. Finding a 1992 P quarter in that high of a grade isn't easy, because most of these coins went straight into circulation and were handled roughly over the years. If you happen to have a mint set from 1992, though, there's a chance you might have a high-quality one tucked away. Another thing collectors look for are minting errors. Sometimes, when a coin is made, things don't go exactly as planned. Maybe the coin was struck off-center, where the design is pushed to one side. Maybe it was double-struck, where you see part of the design twice. Or maybe it was struck on the wrong metal planchet altogether. These errors are rare, but when they happen, collectors love them, and they can be worth a lot more money. A major error can turn a 25-cent piece into something worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Now, while we're talking about 1992, it's important to remember that the U.S. Mint was also producing proof coins at the time. Proof coins are special coins made just for collectors. They are struck multiple times with polished dies, giving them a sharp, mirror-like finish. These coins usually have an S Mint mark, showing they were made at the San Francisco Mint. So if you find a quarter from 1992 with an S on it, it's probably a proof coin. Proof coins are collected differently and aren't meant for everyday use. The 1992 P quarter, however, was made for circulation, and proof errors involving a P Mint mark are very rare. Another reason the 1992 P quarter is interesting is its timing. It came just a few years before a major change in U.S. coinage, the launch of the 50-state quarters program in 1999. Before the state quarters started, all Washington quarters looked basically the same on the back, with the eagle design. After 1999, the reverse side started changing every year to represent each state. So the 1992 P quarter is part of the last few years of the traditional, classic design before the mint moved in a totally new direction. For a lot of collectors, coins from this time feel like the end of an era. If you're holding a 1992 P quarter in your hand, you'll notice the familiar design. On the front, there's Washington's profile, the word liberty above. In God we trust, to the left, the date, 1992 at the bottom, and that tiny P mint mark near Washington's ponytail. On the back, there's the bald eagle with its wings spread wide, standing on a bundle of arrows, with olive branches below, symbols of war and peace. Above the eagle are the words United States of America and the motto E pluribus unum, which means out of many one. Now, if you're thinking about going through your spare change or an old coin jar at home, it's definitely worth taking a second look at any 1992 P quarters you find. Pay close attention to their condition. Look for coins that have very sharp details, no scratches, and no wear. Also keep an eye out for anything strange, like missing letters, doubled images, or anything that looks like it was stamped incorrectly. If you find something that looks unusual, it might be worth getting it checked by a professional grading service. Even if you don't find a super rare variety, a nice-looking 1992 P quarter can still be a great piece to add to a Washington quarter collection. It's affordable, easy to find, and represents an important time just before American coin designs started changing a lot more frequently. Plus, there's always the excitement that you might find an error coin or a perfect high-grade example hiding in plain sight. So that's the full story on the 1992 P Washington quarter. While it might seem like an ordinary piece of change, there's a lot of history and even potential value packed into that small piece of metal. Keep your eyes open. You never know when a simple quarter could turn into a real treasure. Thanks so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed learning about the 1992 P quarter and want to hear more stories about coins and collectibles, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a new upload. And if you found any cool quarters, 1992 P or otherwise, drop a comment below and share your story. I love hearing about your finds. Until next time, happy collecting and good luck hunting.